Welcome to Automation course module. Friends, we all know that today's automation is on boom and it has become a primary requirement to everyone who is in IT industry to learn some automation skills like Ansible, Chef, Puppet, Perl, shell scripting, etc. And to retain ourselves in IT industry, we have to enhance our skills. And some automation skill is must to be added on your CV. So friends, this course module is basically designed to learn how to create an automation tool which can be used to automate day-to-day various Unix tasks. And this tool is basically built with shell scripting and Ansible and little bit about Python. So the idea behind this automation tool is everyone who is already in IT industry or who is recently joined in IT industry, they must aware that there are a lot of tasks which we do it manually, like user creation, password reset, health check statistics, any faulty disk status. There are a lot of tasks which we do it manually. So I have picked those tasks, and on the basis of those tasks, I have created this automation tool. So we can use this automation tool to automate our various Unix tasks. And this tool can make Unix administrator work easy, efficient, and fast. It provides great ability to server admin to reduce manual efforts significantly. This tool comprises of various scripts like shell scripting, Ansible, Python, etc. And this tool works over SSH. So this is the basic idea about this tool. So friends, we all know that in any organization, there are a lot of works which we have to do it manually. So friends, here in this course module, we would be learning how to create our own automation tool. So I assume that you guys have some basic idea about shell scripting and Ansible, because I would be using shell scripting and Ansible to create this automation tool. This tool is compatible with various operating systems like all flavor of Linux, HPUX and Solaris. So this tool can, used for various operating systems. Your clients could be anything, like it could be Linux, it could be HPUX, Solaris, it doesn't matter. There are multiple scripts are working in behind of this tool to make an easygoing and valuable results. So there are a lot of multiple scripts they are running on behind of this tool. So friends, we would be learning all those things. The multiple scripts I am saying, it means we are going to create each and everything in this course module. The concept of this automation tool. So we have to understand this first. What is basically the concept of this automation tool? This tool is using various shell scripting, around 40 to 60 scripts, shell scripts are there, and which can be integrated with Ansible to make it fully automated. So what I have done here, I have just used your shell scripting with Ansible to make it fully automated. Ansible is a radically simple IT automation platform which makes your application and system easier to deploy. I believe everybody is aware of Ansible. And guys, if you doesn't have any idea about Ansible, so better I would suggest you can go through my another course module, that is automation with Ansible, so that you should have at least basic idea about Ansible. The concept of this tool. So the concept of this tool is we should have a jump server. Jump server is a server in any organization from where all your client machine, or you can say all your machine or servers are connected. Whether it could be your client, could be your Linux, HPUX, Solaris, Linux, doesn't matter. But from jump servers, there should be a proper communication, and that should be based on SSH and port 22. SSH works on, secure shell works on port 22. So this is, you can say, a minimum requirement for this tool. I should have a jump server, and on jump servers, SSH should be enabled, Ansible should be there, shell scripting and Python, and all your client should be accessible via SSH. So this is the concept of this automation tool. So friend, that's all for this session. So we have got an idea about this automation tool. So if you have time, please join with me in the next session. We would be understanding what all we can do with this tool. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, let's move to the next lecture. So friends, we were discussing about how to create your own automation tool. In the last lecture, we got an idea about this automation tool, and in this lecture, we'll see more about this automation tool. So the concept of this automation tool, the concept is in any organization, in any big organization where we have, hundreds of servers, thousands of servers, and there are a lot of, manual tasks which we usually do it manually, like user creation, password reset. Suppose if you have to, disable any accounts, any client or any user left the organization, then we are supposed to, delete his user or account from all the servers. So the one task is that we have to do it manually from all the servers. So I have picked those, manual tasks and created this automation tool on the basis of Ansible, shell scripting, and little bit about Python. So friends, for this tool, the requirement is, first of all, you should have one gem server on which we are going to install Ansible, and all your clients, that could be Linux, HP Unix, AIX, Solaris, Jet Linux, even Windows as well. So there should be a proper communication. SSH port should be open. By default, it is 22. If in your organization, if any other port is there, so that should be, opened at the firewall. And if it is not open, the communication will not be established. So you need to talk to the respective team or firewall team to make it the port open, so that the communication between your gem server to the clients should be open via SSH. So this is the minimum requirement for this tool. And the communication between the Ansible server and managed host. Ansible server is your gem server. So the normal user would be used for communication between control node and managed host. So normal user would be used to perform with various tasks. So here we need to understand that a normal user, say for example, I'm using a test user. So test user would be used for the communication between your managed host to your server, your gem server, your Ansible server to your managed host. And the normal user, wherever it requires, it will elevate its privilege. Say for example, I have to, create a user on multiple servers. We all know that normal user doesn't have the rights to create a user. What does it require? It requires a administrative user. It requires a root user. So here the communication would be established using a normal user, and for those tasks where root privilege or administrative privilege required, a user will elevate its privilege. Okay, because Ansible provides a feature which can be used to elevate the privilege from normal to root user using sudo access. So this is what the idea about this tool. So here we need to understand one more thing. The user should be created on all the users as well. Suppose I am using test user for the communication. So test user would be created on your gem server as well as all your clients, and it should be sudo to root access. So wherever it requires to elevate its privilege from normal to root user, Ansible can use this feature and elevate the users to perform any administrative task. So in this picture, you can understand control node is your gem server, SSH, Ansible, Bash, Shell, and Python, and clients would be your Linux, HP, Unix, Solaris, etc. And these are called your managed host. So what is the prerequisite for this tool? Already understand one gem server is required, where we can place the scripts of your tool, and from where all your Unix servers are accessible via SSH port. Okay, Ansible should only be installed on control node, that is your gem server Ansible node, or you can say from where we control all your clients, all your hosts. There should be a normal user account whose access should be working on all the servers with sudo to root access with password, because we need a user account who will manage this tool. Understood? So maintaining inventory file for all the list of managed host. So friends, here what we have to do it, we have to create a file that is called your host file, and in this host file we will be putting your client's name. Like if you have production servers, and in production servers, say for example I have 500 production servers, 200 test servers, 50 servers, I have the DR server. So you can create a group, like you can see in the PPT. Prod is a group name, and I have mentioned the server's name like dev, like test, web servers. So like this way we will create a file according to the your environment. So friend, that's all for this session. In the next lecture we'll understand more about this tool. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, let's move to the next lecture. So in this lecture we'll see the front look of automation tool, the tool which we are going to create, the tool which we are going to understand. So it will look like this. These are the options, and at the top it will display a message: automation tool to automate day-to-day Unix tasks, trial years, target servers, none. That we will discuss while we are creating this automation tool. And these are the options which we will give to perform, like validation, pre-validation, to capture pre-change configuration details, user administration, disk alert, run ad hoc commands, services, health check, and options and exist. So this is the front look of our tool. Let's understand the each options, what we are achieving from this automation tool. The first one is pre-validation configuration. Pre-validation task is basically collecting the output of all the possible commands from the various servers like HP Unix, Linux, Solaris, and put it in a safe location, which can be used further as a troubleshooting if any failure comes during the implementation or post-implementation task. In any organization, we have seen that there are number of tasks for shutdown, reboot, or patching. And before doing such critical activity, we always take a output of various commands from the servers and put it in a safe location. Suppose in case if we rebooted a server and server is not coming up, so at least we should have the information about the server. That's why we are running a number of commands from the servers, and whatever the output is coming, we are putting it in a safe location from the servers. And this is a manual task. And why we are doing it? Because if something goes wrong, at least we should have the information about the servers. With this automation tool or with this option, what we have to do here, we have to simply give the server's name. Suppose I have to do the patching on 10 servers. So the pre-configuration work would be running those commands from the servers. But with this automation tool, you have to just simply give the server's name. That's all. The automation script will reach to the server one by one and will run the commands, and whatever the output is coming, it will put it in a safe location. It could be anything. It could be a jump server. So this is what we achieve from this option. The more detail about this, most of the accounts receiving a huge number of requests for patching, reboots, etc. on multiple servers, and Unix team needs to spend a lot of time to work as a pre-implementation task, which we usually do it before performing any major task on the servers. Pre-implementation scripts are capturing the below commands. So what are the outputs we will be getting, like OS version, model, IP address, output of the FS tab, network configuration. So all these details we will be capturing. Faulty disk alert. What we are achieving from this option, faulty disk alert, this automation is used for tracing the faulty boot disk. If any server is running but which is having some disk related issues, and some errors are pop up in the message log, in the system logs. So if you'll run this option, what will happen, and if you specify 100 servers, so this automation tool option will reach to each server and will check for the error logs. Is there any error logs are coming to the server or not? If it found any errors related to the disk, what will happen? It will collect those logs and mail to the Unix DL, Unix team, so that Unix team will come to know that this particular server is having some disk-rated errors, and Unix team can take a preventive action on that. This automation tool can be used to check the disk failure logs, faulty disk, stale logical volumes, unmirrored root volumes, and if found any issues related with boot disk, then it will automatically drop a alert mail to the Unix team DL and will create some files which, and also will copy some files from the servers and provide to the team as well. We had run it on many servers and many environments and found some lot of discrepancies, like few servers were running with single OS disk or faulty boot disk, etc. And we had immediately remediated it to avoid any future escalations. So this is a very good options with this tool. So you can use that option. User administration task. This is one of the good option of this tool. User administration task. In this, if you'll select this option, further you can find these options like user creation, user removal, group add, password reset, and add entry in sudo files. So these are the options we have with the user administration. So friend, that's all for this lecture, and in the next lecture we'll have more idea about user administration. So friend, that's all, and if you have time, please join with me in the next session. Thanks for watching.
Friends, in this presentation, we will see and understand our setup for this automation tool. So I am going to discuss how we have set up our environment for this course module. I have one jump server, that is server 1, on which we have the Ansible software installed, and whatever the playbooks and scripts we are going to create, that would be on server 1, and that is our jump server. And we have two client machine, that is server2.example.com and another one is apache.techno.com. So for this course module, I have taken 3 servers for designing of this automation tool. One would be my jump server, that is server 1, and other 2 would be my clients. And all servers are based on Linux. Second thing is that I have created a normal user named as sverma, and that normal user, that would be used for the communication between your jump server to the clients. So normal user sverma I have created on all the servers, right from jump server to all my clients as well. The third point is authentication. As per the requirement of Ansible or for this tool, because I am going to use Ansible and shell scripting for this tool, so the authentication for the user, normal user sverma, would be passwordless. Okay, so to make the passwordless, what I have done, I have created the key, public key, private key and public key at the jump server for user sverma, and I have copied the public key from my jump server to both the client machines as a authorized key. After that, what happened, the communication would be passwordless. Let me show you. This is my jump server. Okay, I have 2 client machine. Let me show you. Here you can see my client machine, this one. This is the environment group I would be using for my target servers. Now you can see I am doing SSH for my first client machine. Now you can see I am able to log in, okay, without any password, because I have set sverma user a passwordless authentication. I have come out, and now I am doing for same thing for apache.techno.com as well. Now I am able to log into this server as well. Okay, how I have come, how I am able to do this, because I have created the key. Okay, that would be on jump server. Let me show you. I am on this location. If I am going to this SSH, you can see there would be 2 files. One is the public key, okay, and another one is the private key. So what I have done, I have copied this public key to my client machine. Okay, this is my client machine. I am going to any of them. Okay, and if I am going to, I have just logged into my client machine, and you can see there would be file authorized key. If I get this file, So whatever the content we have in this id underscore rsa.public, I have copied the content to this location, but the file name has been changed. Here it at server end a jump server, and it was id underscore rsa.public. Now here I have copied the content of the file, but the name, the same content I have copied, but the name of the file has been changed, that is authorized underscore keys. After doing that, what will happen? The communication between your jump server to the client machines would be passwordless. So this is what how our setup is all about. Okay, we have the jump server S1 and my two client machines, and for the communication purpose I have created the keys authentication. That's because of that, what happened, the communication between your jump server to the client machine is passwordless. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you got an idea how we have set up, and this setup we would be discussing for the complete course module. So thanks for watching.
Hello friends, let's move to the next lecture. So friends, in this lecture, we'll see more about user administration. So what all things we can do with this option, or what we are going to achieve from this option. If you select this option, further we'll have these options: user creation, user removal, group add, password reset, and add entry in sudoers file. User creation, this automation tool can be used for user creation on multiple servers in one go, and it would be very beneficial because we usually get many tickets on user administration like Unix user, DB user, application user, etc. And user removal for Unix servers. Also we have user removal. So this option can be used to remove the users accounts from the mentioned servers. So these are good options. Password reset. We can also reset the password on multiple servers parallelly, and for this we are using Python to generate the SHA-512 password in an encrypted form to keep all your security measures. So I'm using a little bit of Python here so that whenever you're trying to reset the password of any users, so it would use your SHA-512 encryption policy to pass on the password in encrypted form, so there should not be any security breach. So the next option is group add. We can add group on multiple servers parallelly. Suppose we have to create any group on multiple servers, so we can use that option as well. And also we can add entry in sudoers files, and it will look like that. If you selected that option, user administration, further you can see these options, user administration, and if you select option 1, then it will ask for few options like which user you want to create, what would be the user ID, what would be the group ID, and also the comments, whether it would be your Unix user, DB user, application user, whatever. And then it will ask for, should I proceed it? Just yes, and it will go and create the users. And if it is some issue, it will throw an error. And the next is what we are achieving from this automation tool is run ad hoc commands. The next is your run ad hoc commands. We can run any ad hoc commands on multiple servers parallelly and get the desired output. Sometimes we have to all of a sudden we have to fetch some information, like a few days back we got an issue like Apache vulnerability was there, and we have to find out the what Apache version is running on all the Linux servers. So here we have to do it manually. We have to go to each servers and fire the command, what is the version of Apache, and get the desired output. Suppose we have 100 servers, so we have to do it manually. So here what we have to do it, you can opt this option and run ad hoc command. Simply click on it and run the complete command, okay, and run it and specify the servers. It will go to each servers and run the command, and it will provide you the output. So it is called an automation. This is called an automation, good automation. So friend, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we will see health check statistics. Thanks for watching. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Thanks. Hello friends, let's continue to the next lecture. So the next option we have with this tool is health check statistics. So this option is basically provide the real-time data from n number of servers. Suppose, on some servers, if I want to check the memory utilization, CPU utilization, overall IO statistics, and run some reports, run queue and load average on the servers and many more things. So we can opt for these options. Suppose, we got an uh, requirement like on 100 servers or maybe on more than servers, we have to find the current memory utilization. So you can use that option, memory utilization, CPU utilization. And suppose some performance issues also going on in some servers, and user doesn't know the exact command for that, so he or she can use that option to get the desired output. So all the options that would be for health check statistics would be like your memory utilization, CPU utilization, overall IO statistics, IO activities, reports run queue and load average, report network statistics, top CPU consuming process, top memory consuming process, shared memory. So all these things we would be, checking with this option, capturing performance statistics, packets capturing using TCP dump. So all these things we can use or get from this option. You can see the output would be coming like that. Suppose, I have run it for this server, client.example. Here you can see I have run it for this client.example.com, and you can see how beautiful the output it is. It is showing this is the status of this server. The CPU utilization is this one. Okay, sorry, memory utilization is this one. And if you don't know the idea about what exactly each parameter tells, here you can see complete details. This shows the amount of free memory, memory used, percentage of memory used, buffer memory used by the kernel. So all those information you can get with this tool. Top real live CPU utilization. So these are the uh, utilization of your CPU, current CPU utilization. It is showing 100% for idle here. So with this option you can get the idea of CPU utilization. And top CPU consuming process, suppose you want to know what are the top processes which is consuming your high CPU, so you can use that option. Top memory consuming also you can use. So these are the processes you can see in the PPT which is consuming the top memory process. Services, the next option is services. We can check the status of any services. Also we can perform the start and stop enable of any services on desired servers. So this is also one option. So friend, that's all for this session. Hope you have got an idea about this tool, what all we can achieve from this tool, and how beneficial this tool could be if you will use it properly in your organization. So I believe you guys will learn this tool and also implement this tool in your organization. That would be add on to your career, or also you can show your caliber, your learnings to others as well. So thanks for watching, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture from where we will start actual learning of this tool. Thanks for watching. Friends, let's continue to the next lecture. So friends, what is the requirement to create this simple and useful automation tool? You should have the basic knowledge of shell scripting, simple if-else, elif statement, loops, sed, awk, and most important is case statement. So whatever the front look and whatever the designing for this tool is, basically it is based on your case statement. So we'll understand how we can use the case statement, but I assume that you guys have the basic idea of shell scripting. Ansible, you should have the basic idea of Ansible, how we are use Ansible. Okay, Ansible concepts, architecture, roles and requirements for control node, and roles and requirements for the managed host. I believe you should have the basic knowledge of Ansibles. If you do not have the knowledge of Ansible and shell scripting, so at least get some idea about Ansible and shell scripting. It doesn't require a lot of knowledge about shell scripting, little bit knowledge. Like if I'm doing the case statement, while doing it I will explain you how we can use it, case statement. If else, I have shown in this PPT how we can use the if else. So the syntax, if fi statement, like this way we would be using if else fi statements, if elif else fi statements. So we have to use this statement. Unlike if command, then command executed. Okay, this is for conditions. Loops, I'm using some loops as well in this, like for loops. Most language have the concept of loops. If you want to repeat a task 20 times, we do not want to have type in the code 20 times with maybe a slight change each time. So we would be using the loops as well here in this tool. And there are two ways we can run the loops, method 1 and method 2. So this is another syntax for that, for an expression 1, 2 and 3. I'm not going into detail of that, because if I will go into detail of that, what will happen, I will, a lot of lectures would be on these topics, and we will be diverted from our main motive, that is how to create this automation tool. So you should have the idea of, I will share this PPT so that if you do not have the idea of this, you can go through this PPT. Shared, you should have the shared idea how we can use the sed. Sed is basically the stream editor used for modifying the files in Unix or Linux. Whenever you want to make changes to the file automatically, sed comes in handy to do this. Most people never learn its power. They just simply use sed to replace text. We can do many things apart from the replacing text with sed, but here we will do the little bit of sed in this tool. Awk is a programming language which always, easy manipulation of structured data and the generation of formatted reports. Awk stands for the names of its author. So friends, awk, I believe I haven't used much on awk, so little bit, a very simple awk I have used. So if you do not have idea of awk, so it will work, no issues. But if you want to get an idea, the PPT is there, you can go through the awk as well. The syntax, you can see the awk. Case statement, this is an important thing we have to learn here. The case statement is good alternative to multi-level if else and if then else if I statement. So it is, you can say it's a good alternative to this. It enables you to match several values against one variables. It is easier to reach and write. So this is an important thing about this case statement, and we will be using this case statement a lot of in this tool. And the syntax, you can see like case, variable name, in, pattern, command, command n. So better we will do this lab session and we'll understand this. So just go through the syntax, like this way we have to use the case statements. Case statement allows you to easily check patterns, conditions, and then process a command line if that condition evaluates to true. In other words, the variable name is compared against the pattern until a match is used. And star, if it is coming like this way, you will see a lot of this star act as a default and it's executed if no match is found. So friends, let's do a lab session on case statement so that you can have a better understanding of case and statement. Thanks for watching. If you have time, please join with me. Hello friends. So friends, in this lecture, we would be learning about case statement and how we can use case statement to design the front look of your automation tool. This is a lab session in which I am going to take a few options like pre-validation and user administration, and with that options I am going to show you how you can design the front look of your automation tool. And in actual, I'm not going to put any scripts in the background, just the designing of the look, front look. So let me log into my Linux server. So friend, I'm using any name, auto underscore ux, that would be the name of my automation tool. I script always start with bin bash. This is the shebang we call it. I'm using while loop, do, and I'm giving this option. Please select from below, or please select your choice from below menus. Okay, and then what are the options I'm giving it? First option is pre-validation. Okay, and second option is user administration, and I'm using a space here so that it will look good. Third option, I'm using one more option, run ad hoc command. Okay, and the last is here exit. I'm using 0 for the exit. So while running it, what will happen? A user have 4 options, like 0 for pre-validation. If the user selected 2 option, number 2, it will go to the user administration. So what are the options, the input from the user, that would be 1, 2, 3 or 0. So first of all, we have to save that option. For that, I would be using read command, or any variable name you can give, cho, whatever abcd, you can give it any name. And after that, now whatever the options has given by your user, it will be saved in this variable cho. Now I'm using cases here. Case, if a user has chosen $I in, suppose the user has chosen option 0, then it means exit. So I would be using break from here, and I would be closing it. To close it, we have to use 2 semicolon. Second is, suppose user has chosen first option, that is pre-validation, then I would be using echo welcome to pre-validation. Okay. Second option is, suppose user administration, a user has chosen. So what will happen? Selected 2 number, it will go here, it will put it in this variable, and case started, it will check for which option it is for. 2 option, then it will be reaching here. 2 means 2, 1 it means 1. Welcome to user administration. Let me close it. 3 option is for welcome to ad hoc command. And third is the last option, so we have to close it with isec, and we have already used while loop, so we have to use done as well. So now I have closed case statement with isec and while with done. Save it. Let me make it executable and let me run it. Now you can see few options are coming. It is showing an error, no such file or directory. Let's see what error is that. Oh, forget this. Always have to use this one, hash exclamatory and then bin bash. So that was the error. I'm again rerunning it. Now you can see options are coming. Now here you have 2 options, like 1 is for the pre-validation, 2 is for the user administration, 3 is for the run any ad hoc commands. So if I'm choosing one option, you can see it print equal to the pre-validation. If I choose second option, welcome to the user administration. Okay, 3 is for run any ad hoc and 0 for exist. So friends, to make it more effective or more look wise, I'm using few more options here. So here what I'm using this -e. Let me put here, I'm giving a space between each line. For that I have to use -n, and the same I have to do it for all line. -n, -n. Okay, but we have to make sure to use one more option here, otherwise -n option will not work. -n is just for the output the trailing new line. Do not output the trailing new line. Okay, so to make it effective, you have to enable the interpretation of backslash spaces. For that you have to use -e option. Otherwise what will happen? The same line will be printed like please and select your choice from below menu and -n, but I want there should be a space. Once the output will come, then you will understand more on that, what exactly I want to show you. Let me save and rerun it. Let me clear it first. And one more thing I want to put it here. I just want to give some sleep here, otherwise immediately it will come to the next. So I am putting sleep means it will wait for 4 seconds here. Again it will wait for 4 seconds here as well. Okay, that's all. I'm checking for 2 options. Okay, I'm running it now. Now you can see a proper spacing is coming like from each line. Okay, I'm choosing first pre-validation welcome. Now it is waiting for 4 seconds here. Now it will move to the second one. Okay, and if you like to use the while, then what will happen? It will select one option, then it will not come to the main menu. Okay, because I have used while loop. So whenever you are selecting any option, immediately it will rerunning it, repeating the task again and again. That's why I have used the while loop here. 2 option I am using welcome to user administration. It will wait for 4 seconds. For third, I haven't used any sleep, so it will immediately come out from here. Run welcome to ad hoc commands, and 0 for exist. So friend, this is a very simple script I have used for the creation of design of your automation tool. And with this learning starting, we will keep on adding new things, and we'll make it a perfect module, or you can say perfect automation tool which you can use in your organization. So friend, that's all for this session. If you have time, please join with me in the next session. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, so let's continue. So we were discussing about the creation of automation tool, and in the last lecture we have seen how we can use the case statement for designing of your automation tool front look. So let's continue. Let's do some more learning on that. I'm rerunning it. So friends, here you can see the options 1 or 2 and 3. If I am choosing option number 1, it will taking me for the pre-validation. Okay, and like this way, suppose I am giving any number which is not specified here, like 5. So I want here, if I am giving any number which is not specified here, so it should give me an error like wrong choice. So how we can do it? I'm going here. Suppose I'm giving any number, and I want it should give me like the number is not specified here, like 1 2 3. So it should give me an error message like wrong choice. So I have to add one more thing here, star. For that I have to use always star, and then echo -e, wrong choice. I think you can put here, close it, put -n, read anything dummy whatever you want, and continue, and like this way you have to add this. See, now if I'm giving number 4, wrong choice. Okay, if I'm giving number 6, wrong choice. If I'm giving number anything which is not specified 103, it will, if I'm giving number 2, it will take me into the welcome to user administration. Okay, let me move to my PPT. So this is what we have learned, how to design your or use the case statement using while. Okay, wrong choice. And this is the actual front look of our automation tool, and we are trying to approach to this, but it will take some more lectures so that you can actually reach to this front look. Suppose I am further going. Suppose I am selecting option number 2. In option number 2, if you'll see, there are a lot of sub options are there, like user creation, user removal, add sudo anti, group add, like here you can see if I'm selecting option number 2, the sub options are there like user creation, user removal, group add, password reset, add entry in sudoers file. So this how you can uh, add entries in your script so that we will start getting these options. So friends, let's move to my uh, lab session, and from there we will learn how we can do it. So the practical way is the best way to learn such type of things. So friends, that's all for this session. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture where we are going to create sub options if you'll go for any selecting any options. Thanks for watching. Hello friends. So let's continue to the next lecture, and that is also a lab session in which we are going to understand how we can create a sub options if you are selecting any options showing in the menu. So this is my lab session. Suppose I am selecting second option. Now you can see only this option is welcome to user administration. Now I want to add some more options here. So I have to edit this file again, and I'm going here. It's two option, deleting it. Okay. Now again I have to use the while loop here. While true, do. I'm using clear here so that it will look good here. There. Echo hyphen e option 1 user creation. Okay. Two is your user removal. Echo 3 is your group add. So whatever the option is there, you can put it here, no issues. And that option is 0 option is for exit. These options I have used here. Again, I have to read any variable you can use. It's read, not reach. Okay, and then I'm using case here, case, and this dollar each in, and this is 0 option. I'm taking one space here. 0 is for your break. It means it will take you out from the all the options. It will break. One option is for the user creation. I'm putting here echo hyphen e welcome to user creation. Okay, if you are selecting option number 2, then it will give a message like welcome to user removal. If you are selecting option number 3, echo hyphen e welcome to group add. Suppose if you are giving any wrong option, then again you have to use this echo hyphen e wrong choice, read dummy, continue, closing it, reset, and done. Okay, if all looks good or not. Okay, I'm giving any third number, sorry, second number I'm giving. You can see the further options are coming like user creation, user removal, group, add, 0. If I'm giving any wrong number, wrong choices. One number, if I'm choosing this one, let me remove clear here, otherwise just creating an issue here. Okay, I'm choosing option number 2, user creation. Option number 1 I'm choosing, welcome to user creation. Option number 2, welcome to this one. Okay. So now you can understand that whatever the options I have given, it is showing there. Okay, again I'm opening this script so that you can understand more on that. So what I have done, simple while loop I have used. This is the menu for which I have select your choice. From there, if you selected option number 2, it will reach here, and then again there is a for while loop. It will again pop up these options, and again case statement is there. If you selected one option, it will reach to here, and 2 option, 3. So this is a simple designing of your automation tool. Okay, friends. So friend, that's all for this session. Hope you got an idea how we can design your automation tool front look using simple while case statement. Thanks for watching. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Hello friends. So friends, we were discussing about the designing of front look of your automation tool. In the last few lectures, we have understand how we can use case statement with while loop to create the different options, the menu options, and to create the designing of your complete automation tool. So friends, if you will see my actual automation tool, you can see the lot of coloring, font color was there. The fonts were coming in purple, red, green. So how to achieve that? So we'll understand this. So first let me show you how it was looking for my case. Okay, now you can see the different colors are coming. So how to achieve this? Simple, you have to put these lines at the top of your script. And if you want to use red color, then you have to use this one, $red, and till here. So what will happen? To close it, we have this $normal. It will take you to the normal one. That is a black one. So from here till here, what will happen? Everything would be red. But from here till here, not any other lines. Like this way, purple, I want this. So what will happen? From here till here, everything would be your purple. But make sure, if you will not use $normal, what will happen? Then whatever it is showing in the script will be your purple. So make sure what color you want and at what point you want. So you have to make sure using how to use this coloring system. So let me run it for you and we'll show you how it looks now. Now you can see it is coming like that way. If I'm selecting this option, option number 2, the purple is coming. The option number 3, if I will go for option number 1, then it will come the normal, because here I haven't choose any coloring system. Okay, 2, 0, option number 1, it will come in normal because I haven't used any coloring system there. So whatever color you want, you can use it here. If you want green, then you can use green, yellow, blue, purple, cyan, any color you want, you can do it from here. Okay, and the way to use it, wherever you want, you have to start with that, and till what you want, you have to close it by dollar normal. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you had started getting idea how we can design any tool. And friends, that's all. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Let's move to the next lecture. So friends, we were discussing about the designing of the front look of your automation tool. In the last few lectures, we have seen a lot of things. In this lecture, we would be understanding about the headline and selecting the target servers. The target server basically the servers on which you have to perform the automation task. Suppose I have to create users on multiple servers. So the multiple servers would be your target servers, and user creation would be your automation task which you are going to perform on multiple servers. So what I want here, whenever I use my automation tool, so at the initial it will ask for the target servers on which you are going to perform the task. So let's see how we can design this. So let me log into my Linux server. So how it looks, let me first show you. So this one I am talking about this. If you see automation tool, this, and here you can see the target server is showing none. So I want to design this one. And if you see, if I will select, if I want to go inside any of the option like pre-validation, it will ask you to select target servers from option number 22. And from where I have to select the targets, I have to go for option number 22, and from there it will show you what all the target groups we have, like productions, test, PPT, or web servers. From there you can select the targets. Let me show you. Suppose I want to go for option number 2. Again it will tell you first select the target servers from option number 2. Okay, so I'm first going to 20 number option, 22 option. Now it is showing the target servers, which is showing none at the top, and I'm selecting 2 here, that is for the target servers. These are the groups, available environments, production, DR, test. Suppose I'm selecting prod. Okay, now you can see the target servers has been changed from none to prod. So this is what I'm going to learn in this lecture. Okay, let me come out from there and let me move to my original script. Okay, so first of all we have to create a target is equal to none, and then I'm going to create a function here. My head, any function you can give it. Okay, and then echo hyphen e. If you want to use any color, I can use it. I want to use this blue, and then I can use like this way. Okay, echo hyphen e automate automation tool to automate day-to-day Unix task. Echo hyphen e, and I'm using hyphen t, that is for the horizontal view. Target servers is your dollar target, this one. Currently it is a null, none. Okay, and after that I'm closing it. Now just closing this color. Let me run it and will show you. Okay, I'm coming out. I have to use this function here while running this. Okay, I have created this. Okay, now again I am running it. Now you can see the top line is showing automation tool to automate day-to-day Unix tasks, and target server is none. Okay, now but I haven't used any option to select the targets, just like headline, which is giving some good look to your automation tool, front look, and this way you can create your headline for your automation tool. And now in the next lecture we will be learning how we can done or changes in this script to make the target servers, so that we can do the changes in the target servers. Currently it is showing none, and whatever the environments we have like production, DR and test, we would be understanding that. So thanks for watching, and if you have time, please join me in the next lecture. Hello friends, hope you guys are learning from my this course module, and you guys have started creating your own automation tool. The last few lectures we have tried to explore a lot of new things, and in this lecture we would be seeing how we can select the target servers from your automation tool. So for that I have to add one more option. That would be your option number 22, putting here. Option number 22, I'm putting any number, you can give it option number 22, whatever. While true, do, I'm putting clear here so that it would be showing in the next, everything would be clear. My head, I'm using this, my function what I'm using, echo hyphen e, one is your target servers. So I'm selecting the target servers from here, and echo hyphen e 0 for exist. So whenever I will opt for option number 22, it will ask you the target servers. One option is for the target server and 0 is for the exit. Enter your choice. Read, any variable name you can give, case, $case, chon, and 0 is for clear and break it. If you're selecting this option 0, it will break from there. If you're selecting option number 1, now you have to select the target servers. So let me show you from this option. If I'm going for this option number 20 and selecting 2 option, now it is coming like this way. Okay, so available environments all is equal to for all servers, like this way you can put it this. So same way I can put it here, echo hyphen e. Here you can see the single line is coming. First the single line is coming, dash dash dash. So I can put it like this. And then echo hyphen I, and then I can put this. Anything you want, you can put it there. Okay, and then this option should be coming. Okay, let me show you how it is coming. Basically it is using this file etc Ansible host. Okay, this is the file. Okay, this is the file from where you're getting only this prod, dev, test and all those things. So how we can get this output? I'm just telling you cat this. Okay, and then I would be using this. Let me put some enter here. Cat etc Ansible host, and then I would be using some option like grep this. Now the output is coming like this way. Now we have to remove this one and then this one. For that I would be using sed s okay, this one. Okay, fine. I want to replace with space only. Now see the output, the first is gone out. The same way I'm using sed s this, and now I'm using this one. Now this is, we have to use it. This line we have to use it. Then only we'll get the desired output. So what I'm doing, cat, or simply I can put in this. Okay, and then echo hyphen e. Okay, and then echo hyphen e. Enter your choice. So with the output you will get this output. You have to select the targets like prod, dev, test. Okay, and whatever the input will come, I'm just put it in a variable read target. Okay, and this. Done. Is set. Done. Okay, friend. Let me run it again. Let's see, are we getting any errors? So no errors are coming as of now. But the option 22 is not added because we have to put it in the manuals as well. So friend, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture, we would be understanding more about this. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, we were discussing about the target servers. We have done some changes in our automation script. So let's see. So friends, in the last lecture, we have, created this option number 22. Okay. And these options we have added on, and this is wrong choice. And one more thing we have to done it here. We have to add this option number, echo option number 22. And also you have to put like this way. If anybody is going for option number 1, pre-validation, and without selecting option number 22, means not selecting the target server, so what will happen? I want it will not allow you to move into any of the options, pre-validation, user administration. Suppose a user is directly selecting option number 1. So it will check here. You can see if target is equal to none, then echo select target servers from option number 22 and then come out. If it is target server is something from other than none, then it will allow you to move to the next else. Okay, here like this way, if I am opting for option number 2, that is for the user administration, and if you have not selected the target server, and if you try to move into this, it will throw an error message, please select target servers from option number 22. So let me run it this. Now you can see how it looks. Target server is currently none. Now I'm trying to go for option number 1. Please select target servers from option number 2. Okay, I'm selecting option number 2. Please select target server option number 2. I'm going option number 2. Now it is showing the target servers. What do you want? I want 1 target servers. These are the available environments: prod, dr, test. If I'm selecting prod, now you can see the target has been changed from none to prod. Exit. Now if I'm going for option number 1, now it will allow me to go inside to the pre-validation. So this way you can design the actual front look of your automation tool. So that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we will start actual running the automation script. So thanks for watching. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Hello friends, let's move to the next lecture. So friends, as of now we have understand about the designing of the front look of your automation tool. Now in this lecture we would be focusing on user creation via Ansible playbook and shell scripting. So till now we have just focused on the designing of the tool. Now we would be focusing on the Ansible playbooks and shell scripting, which we can use to start doing the automation. We will be developing our scripts which can be used at the background so that you will get the desired output. Suppose I am selecting user administration, and user administration we have further option like user creation. So how we will be doing the user creation? For that I have to create a playbook for that, and target servers, that would be the servers on which we are going to create the users. So below is the command like user add, -u is the UID, M is for selecting the home directory, capital G is for the primary group, if it is small g then secondary group, C is for the commands, if it is a Oracle DB application user, Unix admin, S is for the shell, and then the username. So this command can be used to create the user account manually on the servers. And what are the fields we have in the etc field? We know whenever we create a user, its entry will come in automatically in this file with 7 options. These 7 options like username, encrypted password. If it is a shadow file is there, the encrypted password would be in the shadow file. User ID, group ID, full name of the users home directory, and login shell. Now create a playbook for the user creation. So this way we can create the, let me log into my server and will show you. Okay, now you can understand this. I have just created a simple playbook for the user creation. It always started with 3 dash, okay, 3 dash and then host, and this is my prod, means your target servers. I have specified here, but while running the automation tool, this target server will be specified from the target servers. Become is true means you want to elevate your privilege. We know that a normal user doesn't have the rights to create the user. So the communication would be normal, okay, no issues, but once the user will be reached to the destination or to the clients, I want it should elevate its privilege to the root user. Become user means it will become from normal to root user. And variables. Now we have to specify few variables like what would be the password of the user. I'm giving test123. This is not recommended because I'm using the password in a plain task. It is a big security feature, but I will let you know how we can use an encrypted SH152 algorithm, how to create an encrypted password using SHA152 algorithm. I would be using Python for that and will create an encrypted password here. Okay, so here is the password. Okay, and this is the user ID. It could be anything. You can put user ID whatever as per your requirement. So these are the inputs we have to provide to your playbook. Your secondary group, your commands, what would be the commands like Oracle DB, Unix, whatever. Username John. Primary group is your Aura DB, and home directory. If you want to specify any home directory, then it would be created. Otherwise, it will go default in /home. Task. I want first it will check for the user exist. The user is existing or not. If the user is already existing, I do not want it. It should recreate the ID. If it is already existing, then it should skip from that server and move to the next one. So how to check this? It's very simple. I would be using a simple task here. Name is equal to user exist. Shell ID is equal to username. So it will go to the user and will fire this command id and username. So the user would be existing, then you will get a useful output. It means the exit status would be 0 if the user is existing. If user is not existing, and if you will fire the id and username, you will not get any output. It means the exit status would be other than 0 number. So the same concept I have used here. Whatever the output is coming, register into the user underscore exist, ignore errors. Now debug message. Message username, this user name is already existing on the Ansible server. When condition, when user underscore exit.rc is equal to 0. It means when I fire the id username, we are getting an output. It means the user is already existing. Okay. And if it is not existing, then it will proceed further. How it will proceed further? Let me show you. Now user creation, user, this is the same. I have used the same module user here. Here I have used shell module. I am using user module to create the user. Name is equal to username. These are the variables I am using from here. Okay, it's John. User ID is this one, 10 home this. Like this way the user will be created. But here is a condition like when user underscore exist is not equal to 0. It means the user is not existing. Here I have used one condition, and after that it would be registering here, and you will get a message like username has been created on this Ansible servers. Okay friends, so this is a simple script which I have used, which I am going to use for the creation of the users. So friends, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we would be learning how we can give these inputs to the, like, your host, password, user ID, this, how we can give these inputs to the your playbooks. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, let's move to the next lecture. So friends, while creating the playbook for the user creation in the last lecture, we have put the password in a plain text, which is not advisable, or for security point of view it is not correct. So we would be using Python commands to create a encrypted password, and would be using SHA-512 algorithm to create an encrypted password, and we would be putting that encrypted password in the playbook. So let's see. So for that I have a command. Okay, I would be using this command for the creation of password. Suppose I am using test12 $. Okay, so this is the encrypted password. I would be putting this encrypted password in my playbook. Okay, my playbook is here. Okay, and you can see the encrypted password I have put it there. Okay, and these are the inputs like user ID. I will be providing these inputs with an shell scripting. Let me show you what the shell scripting I have. Like, please enter the username which needs to be created. Please enter the home directory, group name, secondary group, and then it will replace those parameters from USR name to the inputs, username and everything. Let me show you how we can do it. Let me run it this for you. Enter the username. I am putting John. Home directory, this one. User ID I am giving. Primary group for the job is technical. Secondary group or a DB. Commands Unix lead. Now a new file has been created with the user. Let's see. Created. Now you can see it has been changed. User ID this one, secondary group, commands, and now you can execute this. So in actual how you are using in your script, you have to simply let me show you. So in the script, how we are using, if I'll select for user administration, the targets none. Okay, if the target is selected none, Then it will again ask for you to take you into the option number 22. If you have already selected targets, then it will take you into the next, user creation and user removal. Now I have put all my scripts in this location, my playbooks, and then I would be creating this. Okay, and then it will be creating the actual users on the desired server. So friend, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we would actually running this script and show you how we can achieve this. So thanks for watching.
Hello friends. So friends, in this lecture we are going to understand the playbooks which we have created in the last lectures. So we'll understand one more time. So friends, we had created one playbook for the user creation. So let's understand one more time what all the things we have. So it is start with host. Here we have given a word ABCZ. Why I'm giving a random word? Because I know that in automation tool also we are specifying the target servers. So what I want from automation tool, whatever the target you are specifying at that time, that would be replaced by this alphabet. Suppose I have chosen my environment, this is a group, so that group would be changed by ABCZ. So ABCZ would be replaced by my environment. So that's why I'm giving it any word here. And after that become, it will elevate its privilege because it requires a root privilege to create the user account. After that we need some variables here. I have given an encrypted password because plain password in a file, plain text password is not recommended at all. That's why I have used some Python scripts to create the encrypted form of the password and putting in this file. And user ID, secondary group, commands, username and primary get and home. So these are the variables, and those variables I would be putting here using the shell script. I will show you. We have one more shell script, and those inputs I would be taking as an input from the user, and with the help of set I would be replacing these keywords like user ID, secondary group name, CMMTS, USR name, username. All those would be replaced by the inputs that would be given by a user using the shell script. And after that, the task user exists. First it will check the specific user is existing or not. If it is existing, so what will happen? The system is not going to create the user. It will throw a message like user name is already existing on the Ansible underscore host. Here you can see I have used this. This is the fact, Ansible facts. And if it is not existing, it will move further for the next task, and that next task is for the creation of user. Here you can see I have created a shell script. Shell script is basically to take the input from the user, like what would be the username. Here you can see user will give the username and it would be saved here as a variable. I have used read as a variable. So suppose it will ask for the username, you have given a David, so David would be placed here, username like home and all those things will be placed, and at last it would cat this file, and using the set, whatever the variables you will be taken by the user will be changing those variables, those name with the variables. So this is the file user cr1, it was this one, and these are the variables which I have taken as an input, and I have used set command to replace those variables, those words with the variables. And after that it will create this file, and then you will also mention the same thing in the script and run your playbook. So let me show you the main playbook. I'm here. So this is my playbook. Okay, this is the playbook. Okay, and everything we have already explained, and this scr2 is my shell script, and while you will running the automation tool, it will ask each by each username, and whatever the input you will give, it will saved in this file as a in this variable, and at the last it will change those variable using the set command. And let me run it. This is my automation. Let me show you one more thing here. If you go here, you can see one more thing. This USR 1, and I would be using this ABCZ. I'm using set command to replace this ABCZ with the target. So target would be the servers which you are specifying while running the automation tool. So friends, let me run this automation tool. Now first of all, we have to select the target servers. So I would be using my environment env. Now you can see it has been changed from none to my env. Exit. Now I am selecting option number 2, user creation. Now it is asking for the username. So username I am using David here. Home directory I am taking the default one. It would be going to the /home only. User ID I am giving this one. Whatever. Primary I am giving Oracle. Secondary OraDB. Commands Oracle DB team lead. Now what will happen? It will start creating the user, but you can see it is asking for sudo password. What does it mean? It means the communication would be established between your control node to the managed nodes would be the normal user, but for the user creation, what does it require? It requires a root privileges. So once it will reach to the destination server to your, or you can say the clients, it will elevate its privilege using the sudo. So we have to specify the password. Now it is gathering the facts like what are the servers we have. You can see 2 servers it gathered, both are green, it means the connectivity is okay. Now you can see user David is already existing on both the servers. So you can see the beauty of this beauty of this tool. If it is existing, it will not touch anything. Again I am going one option, username I am specifying, I am giving any other name. I am giving Rahul 123. Home directory I am giving this. User ID I am giving this one. Primary I am again Oracle. OraDB I am giving. Commands Oracle team member. It will ask for the sudo. I am giving the password. Gathering facts. Both the servers are green, it means user exists, it is not existing, that's why it's given an error. Now it's moved to the user creation. Now message user Rahul 1 has been created on server 1, and like this way Rahul 123 is created on both the servers. These are the servers. Now you can understand with this tool how easy it has become to create a user accounts. If you have 100 of servers, you have to simply give the this information and click it. It will create users account on multiple servers in a parallel way. So within few minutes the user account will be created on 100 of servers. So this is the beauty of Ansible. I have used Ansible and with shell scripting. So shell scripting, whatever the inputs I have given to this, I have used the shell script, and Ansible is basically for creating the users. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you have got an idea, and no worries, I will put my script on at the last lecture. So if you have any confusion, you can simply download my script and use it. So thanks for watching, and if you have time, please move to the next lecture. Thanks. Friends, in this lecture we are going to understand how we can use this automation tool for the removal of any accounts. We have seen that there are a lot of tickets, there are a lot of tasks that is only for the removal of the accounts. In any organization we have seen that a lot of new employees are joining to the organization, and a lot of employees are leaving from the organization as well. If an employee or if anybody leaves an organization, so it's a system administrator responsibility to remove their accounts from all of the servers. So in this lecture we would be creating a playbook with shell scripting, so that we can use a single clip script for the removal of entire user account, a specific user account from entire servers or from the specific set of servers. So first of all, we are going to create a playbook for the user creation. It's a very simple. Let me first create a directory. Okay, I have just created a directory here. Sorry, the typo mistake, mkdir. So I'm just creating a playbook with the name, any name you can give here. Okay, it always start with 3 dashes. Host, any name I'm giving here, and whatever the name I'm giving here, that I would be replaced with the target servers in the automation playbook. Become, I want it should be root, it should elevate its privilege, and what it will become a root user. And the task which I am using here, very simple task, that is for the user removal task. Simple task. I would be using a module, user module here. Name, I am giving a name here, any word I am putting here, and that word, this usr nav, I would be replacing using the shell script. With the shell script, I will take from the user as input the username which you want to remove from the server, and whatever the name that would be given as an input, I would be replacing that name with this usr enemy. State, I want this should be absent from the server, and remove is equal to yes, and I want it should be register as any name you can give. Okay, and then simple debug message also. After that, I want some debug message should be coming, like message is equal to user, and if you want you can give the variable here so that it will be replaced whatever the username has been removed from the, you can use simple Ansible fact here. This is your Ansible facts. And one more condition I would be putting, when it will be throwing this message, when your exit status, that is your user removal dot change, whenever it got changed, or you can put user removal dot rc should be equal to 0, that also. And also one thing you can put debug where is equal to your user removal, so it will give you the complete information about the user, whether it's removed or not, everything. Once I will be running it, you can understand more. After that, I would be creating a simple shell scripting that would be basically taking you as an input. Before do that, I would be doing one more thing here. I'm just going here, this is my automation. Okay, I'm coming here and I'm simply going here, and the file which I have created, this file usr, and I would be using sed, and will replace abcjad with the target servers, whatever we will take as an input here, and we'll create a new file. So this new file will be created after running this script, and I want in this file usr_cr_new, the user will give some inputs as a username, and that would be putting in your script. We'll show you how we can do it. now we have that file user del1. We have just created this file. I'm going to create this file, and it's simple. Echo -I, please enter the username which needs to be removed. Okay, put it as a variable, and cat usr underscore new, that would be the new playbook which is after the replacement of your target servers. And in that file we have specified one keyword, that was usr and me. If you can remember, I have given one that would be replaced by usr. Now you can understand more. And after that, this usr underscore 1, a new file will be created, and I'm just running a playbook here. Firstly for 10 seconds. So everything is done here, everything we have created. Okay, and after that what I'm doing, I'm just make it executable. Okay, now I'm again going to my script, and let's see the location, that is your okay, everything I have done it. Now I'm going to execute my script. Now first we have to select for the target servers. My target server is my environment. Okay, you can see it has been changed from none to my environment. Exit. Now I am going for second option, user removal. Now it is asking for the user. Now I am giving a username, a Dabas. Let's see the user is existing or not. It is showing that the server is not reachable. Maybe I have tried to access using some other IP. Let's see what is an issue here. It is showing both the servers are not reachable. Okay, I have just logged in as a root, that's why I have to log in my own ID. So this ID as per my has been set for the user communication. Okay, first I am going to create one user, and then I will show you how we can remove it. I believe let's do it, no issues, once more time. I'm going to select 22 option, first target, my environment. Okay, user creation, user removal, enter the username. I'm going to use a user Oracle or a DB. Oh, some type of mistake, it should be user ID. First I need to select the targets. First I am going to create a user. As Verma 35, primary group is Oracle, secondary is Aura DB. My user account will be created as Verma 35 on both the servers, and after that I will be showing you how we can remove with our automation tool. So it is not existing, that's why it's showing an error. And this S135 has been created on both the servers. Okay, now I'm selecting option number 2. Enter the username as Verma35. Task. Now you can see the S135 has been removed from both the servers, and the option at the last we have used where is equal to user removal. With this option you can get the complete detail. Change is equal to everything true. If it is not changed, it will be false. It means the user has not removed from that servers. So from this output you can understand how we can easily remove the servers, and in a single go. If you have multiple servers, thousands of servers, you can run this script, and with a single click it will remove parallelly from all the servers. So friend, that's all for this lecture. I hope you have enjoying and understanding the things, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to understand how we can create an option for the password reset in this automation tool. In the last few lectures we have understand how we can use this automation tool for the user creation and user removal. In this lecture we would be understanding and covering how we can use this automation tool for password reset. In any organization we have seen that there are a lot of tickets and tasks only for the password reset, and we have to give a lot of time, a lot of manual efforts for resetting the password. So with this automation tool you have to simple click on the automation tool, and you have to specify the new password and the target servers. What will happen? It will reset the password on the servers. But I would be using some Python scripts which can be create your password in encrypted form so that there won't be any security breach. So friend, let's start. So first of all we have to create a simple playbook for the user password reset. I have already created. Let me show you. So we'll discuss that playbook. The playbook is very simple. Let me open that one. Again I am using the host ABCjet that I would be replacing with the target servers that will be specifying while running the automation tool. And here simple I have created variables like passwordability and a variable I am using user ID and the username. Okay, and these variables I would be supplying with the shell script. And task user exists. First of all it will check whether the user is existing or not. Okay, because we are going to reset the password on server. So first of all we need to check whether the spot on which we are going to reset the password, that user is existing or not. Simple I would be using shell ID. It will be checking. ID command is basically check whether the user existing or not. It will give the complete information about the user, and it will be save in this register user exist, and after that you will get a message like user is existing, or if it is not existing, then you will get a message like user is not existing, because exist status is not equal to 0. If it is exist 0, it means the user is already existing on the server. Then only it will proceed further. Now user is there. After that it will be moved for the password reset. Here you can see a very simple script. I have a user module, username, password, and here you can see I have used update underscore password is equal to always and the password name. So this line you have to use. Username here you have to specify the username. The username, that would be the username that you would specify. Okay, and update underscore password is equal to always, so it will update the password, and password is equal to password, whatever the new password you will specify, it will update with the new one. Here passwd is the one which I will be supplying with the shell scripting, and after that the message will be sent, the user has been reset for that user. Okay, and with this when is equal to, if it is got changed. And let's see what shell script I have used. It's very simple. Enter the username. Suppose I have given a username as Verma35 or whatever. So enter the new password. It will ask for the password, what new password you want, and whatever the password you will give, it will use the Python script to encrypt it. And then with this few scripts cat into this file, and then it will be putting in this as a variable, whatever the encryption it will be created after this Python, it will be putting in this file temp pss, and I have created this pss as a variable, and just cat this file, and with this variable I have changed in this playbook. In the playbook we have, there is psw, and this psw has been replaced with this pss, that is your encrypted form. So let me run it for you. So I am this location. Okay, and I have to put some entries there, that is, okay, one more option I have to add here, that is your password reset. Instead of group I am using this. Okay, third option is password reset. Okay, I would be using this. Clear, I am using cd this, and then it will change the usr cr.yml. This is the one which I have created, and I want this should be changed. The targets abc chat would be replaced with $targets, and it would be creating a new file cr1.yml, and then sc sleep for a few seconds so that you can get the output. Remove this line. I'm just running it. Let's see. 22 option, I'm selecting this. Target, my environment, user administration, a new option is started coming. Password reset. Enter the username. I'm using sforma35 which I had created. New password, I want it should be a new password. This is the encrypted format. Copy and paste. One option it is asking, so you have to do it one. Okay, just select and right click, enter, Control D, sudo password it is asking. Now it is started. Moving to the next task, that is gathering facts, and it will update it. First it will check the user existing. Yeah, it is existing. Now user sverma is not existing. Now you can see sverma has not existing on both the servers, because with the user del command we have removed both the users account. So see the beauty of this automation tool. If the user account is not existing, it will not try to reset the password. First it will check the user is existing or not. Now, so let me first create one account. I'm going to create any account like sforma50. User ID I'm giving whatever. I'm just putting enter. as per my 50 ID which I am going to create on both the servers, and I am going to reset its password. Now both the user ID, username as per my has been created on both the servers. Third option I am using password reset as for my 50 new password. It is asking. Some encrypted form they have created. I have to just copy till here and right click, enter, Control D. It will ask for the sudo password because it requires a root privilege to reset the password. It is checking user exists. Yeah, it found that both the user has been existing on the servers. The password has been reset for both the account, for both the users as for 50 on both the servers. So friends, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we'll come with some new options. So thanks for watching. If you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Hello friends, I believe you guys are understanding this tool. With the last few lectures we have understand a lot of new features that we can implement with this task. So friends, in this lecture we will understand how we can add group on multiple servers. Some tasks we have seen that is related to the group creations. Whenever we have to create user accounts, and that particular user account that would be the part of any group, and suppose those groups are not existing on the servers. So first we have to create the groups on the servers, and then we can go for the user creation. So in this lecture we would be understanding how we can implement group addition or add group to this automation tool. So first of all we need to understand what would be the playbook for that, what would be the module we would be using for the group creation. So let's see. So it's very simple playbook. You can see, understand here. I have just uses task group. I have used the module group and the name of group name and GID name, and state is your present. So if it is not existing, it will create the account. Here we have specified two variables, gr name, that would be the group name, and group ID. If you want to create a group with a specific group ID, you can also specify. And if you do not specify the group ID, what will happen? A system will create a group with its own GID. The system will specify the GID for that user. Okay, so friends, these two values like group name and group ID, that we can specify with the shell script, and also this ABCZ that we will be replacing from the automation tool using a simple sed. So let's see what shell script I have created for that. Very simple shell script. Enter the group name. We would be specifying group which we need to add on the servers, and if you know the group ID, or if you want to specify the user should be having that group ID, you can also specify, and after that it will change those group names with the variables which you have specified. Let me cat this so that you can understand more on that. Now I see here. Now let me tell you more on that. So what will happen? First it will run. Okay, it will take your group name, gr name, and GID name, and this file that would be created. Okay, and this file you can see we have two entries, ABCD, that would be replaced by gr name, that is this one, the group you will specify. Like this way, the GID name that would be replaced by the one you will specify here. Okay, let me run this for you. I'm going for the option number 4. Enter the group name. I'm using a group admin HR. I want the group ID should be this one. Let's see. So admin HR group will be added on the server, on both the servers. I will show you on the server, both the servers. It has been changed. It means it has been created on both the servers. Let's see. This is my one server, cat etc group. At the last you can see the admin HR has been created with the group ID 1078. So friends, with this simple playbook and shell script, with the combination of both, we can create the groups on multiple servers on a single click. So that's all for this lecture, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Hello friends. So friends, in this lecture we are going to cover an important option, that is pre-validation. We have seen that whenever we are doing some critical activity on any servers like patching or reboot, before doing such critical activity, we have to capture some outputs, commands output from the servers as a pre-validation, we can say pre-validation task. So in this task, what usually we do it, we have to log into the server and we have to run some specific set of commands, and whatever the output is coming, we are just putting in a safe location. So if in case something goes wrong after the activity, after the reboot, your server is not coming up, after the patching the server is having some issue, the server is not coming up, so that at least we should have the output of a specific set of commands which we can use to get the detail of those commands outputs, and we can troubleshoot further with those outputs. It could be like your fstab entry, whatever the OS disk, what is the network IPs, all those. So we always performing such type of activities, we always worked as a pre-validation task. So friends, in this lecture we would be understanding how we can use such scripts. So for pre-validation, we have already created a script, and those shell script is basically a set of commands that is on a file, and we are just going to run those scripts to the destination servers, and whatever the output is coming, just fetching those in output to this jump server. So friends, let me show you how we can create it. I have already created this script. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the script we have. Okay, I've just simple created a playbook, and you can see this playbook is executing one pre-validation scripts. I have this script which is having some set of commands, and simply I have used a module script here. So what will happen, this script which is currently on the, you can say, jump server or on the Ansible server, or on which we have this automation tool. So what this module will do, it will copy that script to the destination server and will execute it. After executing it, it will create some output. Okay, and with this module fetch, I would be fetching the scripts output to my destination server, that is to my jump server. So here the source is this one and destination this one. So it will search for this. Source means the destination servers, or you can say the clients on which I am going to run this script. So it will search for these files on the destination server and copy those files to this location, and this location to my jump server. And I have specified like this with pre-validation and inventory list. So what will happen, the file will come with the same name. Okay, let me show you what we have this script, a simple script I have created. Nothing, just like if it is HP Unix, then it will fire such commands like model, server name, everything would be coming. Okay, and if it is Linux, here you can see if it is Linux, OS is equal to Linux, then it will run some specific commands. So basically I would be running this script, and it is Solaris, so it will be copying those commands output. Okay, so again I am showing you what we have. I am using the script module. So this script will be running on the destination servers, or you can say on the client, and after running this script, it will create some outputs. That would be a temp details and .txt file. And with another module I have used fetch, it will copy those scripts output to our jump server. So let me run it for you. Okay, I'm going to my pre-validation, the first one. It is here. After that, simply I am doing cat. That was my script. And I will be using set to replace the target servers. And I'm putting it in some another file. Ansible, playbook, Okay friends, let me run it for you. First I am selecting the target servers. I have selected target servers. I am going for first option. Welcome to pre-validation. So it will be both the servers. So simply I have selected this. It will be running for both the servers. Password is required. I think I have run it as a root. Password is required. Let me again check what the issue we have. So the issue is here. I have to use capital K because the fee commands it requires the root privileges. Okay, I have selected target server. Simply I have to select this. So the script which is having set of commands, it will be copying that script to the destination servers and will run it, and that script output will have some outputs. So it will be stored in this temp details underscore txt file, and the next was fetch module. With the fetch module, it will fetch those scripts output to our destination server. It is taking some time because it is running those scripts on server 2example.com, then it will be running on apache.techno.com. Now it is fetching. The pre-validation has been copied to this location. I will show you. Now you can see today is 8th. Now you can see the file has been copied with the name apache.techno. Let's see what the output we have. Now you can see we have got complete detail about the server. VG display, network details, FS tab, any exported files. With this command we are getting the complete output of the servers, the set of commands output from the servers. So this is an very important part of this automation tool. We can use this option for capturing the set of commands output from the servers and putting in the safe location. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you have got an idea about this option for this automation tool, and in the next few lectures we will be understanding few more good options of this tool. So thanks for watching, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Thanks. Friends, in this presentation we are going to understand how we can modify our automation tool to get the health check statistics report. We have seen that in any organization we have to find those details in a very frequent manner. Whenever we have some performance issue going on, so we have to find out what is the memory utilization going on the server, CPU utilization, overall IO activities, reports run queue and load average, report run network statistics, and also sometimes we have to find out what are the top CPU consuming process at the time of performance issue, also top memory consuming processes, and sometimes we have to find out the shared memory statistics as well. So in this lecture we would be understanding how we can find each parameters to get the report. So here, instead of creating a playbook, I would be using a simple ad hoc commands to get the report. So we'll first start with the memory utilization. So let me log into my Linux server or my Ansible server, and we'll show you how we can get the memory utilization using a simple ad hoc command. So friends, a very simple command we have to use here, or you can say the ad hoc commands which can be used to get the CPU utilization report. So the command is Ansible my target servers, I am using this group. In this group we have two servers. -m, I am using this module. M is for the module shell, and simple command sar I am using. Sar hyphen, for memory utilization I would be using -r1, and I am giving 3. So with the interval of 1 second it will give you the report, okay, 3 times. Let's see. So this is an ad hoc command. I am not using the playbook for that because my requirement is fulfilled with this command. So with this output you can get an out. With this command you can get an output. So every 1 second and thrice times. This means the report will come for 3 times for the CPU utilization with the interval of 1 second. Here you can see 8, 28, 48, 49, 50. The same for other servers as well, with the difference of time second. On both the servers we have the different time zone. That's why the timing is different. But the interval is 1 second. So here friends, it's very easy, use the command, ad hoc command to get the report. Like this way, suppose if you want to, get a detail of your CPU utilization, how we can do it? So the command is very simple, Ansible, the same command I'm just here. Instead of this R, I'm using U. U is for the CPU utilization. So you will get an output with the CPU utilization on both the servers. Again, the output for the 3 times and with the interval of 1 second. Now you can see the CPU utilization, user, percentage night, system, IO wait, still and idle. So how we can use those commands in a automation tool? So I am editing my automation script. I have already done. Let me show you. So first of all we have to simply edit this health check statistics here. I am just adding one more menu option, health check statistics, and then I would be moving to this. Now you can see I have just used this option 6, the same target. If it is none, then it will ask for to change the password. Okay, and now you can see here what I have done. Simply all the options I have put it here, memory utilization, CPU and all those. Okay, now here you can see what I have done. Simple, I have done this Ansible target servers that you will be specified, your group target groups -m shell and A and sar -r-1. So with this command what will happen? You will get the detail of the memory utilization, and moreover I have also put some parameters, some info you can say, like what are the parameters we have, like KB memory fee, what is this? So you can use this info amounts the free memory. So whenever you will get the output, somebody is not aware of what exactly the each parameter tells, so you can specify so that your output will look more good. Let me run it and show you. So I have just run it out. I am just using option number 2nd. My environment I have just chosen. Exit. 6th option I am going, and memory utilization. Now it will be running for 2 servers, and you will see how beautiful output would be, like real live memory utilization, everything I have put it here. Okay, now you can see the output, the beautiful output you can see here. And here I have put it this, what each parameter, like KB memory is that, if you are not aware, you can see here, this shows the amount of free memory. KB memory used, this shows the amount of memory used. So you can create in such a way. Simply I am using the ad hoc command, that's all. So you can modify in your automation tool and put the command and get the desired output. And if you want, it should highlight the real life memory utilization, everything, so you can put there. Let me show you once again. So what I have done here, simply you can see it's the color combination I have used here, the real live, so it will be coming yellow and green, and it's up to you how you want the output should looks like. And simple Ansible I have used, and also I have mentioned this at the last. So friends, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we'll see how we can use this automation tool for getting the CPU utilization. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, welcome back. So in this presentation we are going to understand how we can find out the CPU utilization on the target servers. So we have the command Ansible, the ad hoc command we can say hyphen your target servers. I'm using this, and that target servers I would be specified while running the automation tool. So whatever we have going to specified in the automation tool, so that group will be replaced using simple set command. And after that I'm using the module shell, and the command is sar. I have to use an option sar -u 1 and 3. So this command will give you detail about the CPU utilization on the target servers. So let's see how the output is coming. Now you can see the output is coming. We are getting the detail of the CPU utilization. How we can use this in an automation tool? Simply I have to go here, and I have already added the sixth option, and I am going to the sixth option. Now you can see that I have used second option, that is for the CPU utilization, and in the second option I have simply put this same command which I was telling you, and I have make it some attractive. That's why I have written real live CPU utilization, and then I have used some color combination like yellow, green, yellow, and we will get the output. So I'm also giving a note like what exactly each parameter means, like what is percentage user here. This shows the total time that the processor is spending on different process, and second one is lag system, percentage IO weight. So with this output, what will happen, anyone who is using this automation tool, they will come to know that what exactly each parameter tells about. So he will come to know where is the exact issue. Suppose anyone who is L1 or L2 support providing and doesn't have much knowledge about how to check the high CPU utilization or memory utilization, so they can simply use this command, and this command will also give you the detailed information about the output. So the layman or simple man who doesn't have much knowledge, they can also use this tool and get the desired output, or you can say they can understand from that output as well. So let me run it for you. To run it, we have a simple command, that is I would be going for option number 2, target servers. Okay, I have selected a target server now. Exit. Again I am going for this option number 6, going for the option number 2, the real live CPU utilization report. It won't take much time. Sometimes we have a requirement to get the detail of CPU utilization on all the servers. So you can use this automation tool to get the report of CPU utilization from number of servers as well. So friends, that's all for this lecture. Hope you have got an idea how we can use it. In the next lecture we'll understand few more aspects or few more parameters for this tool. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, welcome back. So friends, in this presentation we are going to understand how we can use the ad hoc commands or few commands to get the desired output related to the overall IO statistics on the servers. We have seen that whenever we have some performance issues going on the servers, so we are supposed to find few parameters like CPU utilization, memory utilization, and also we need to find what is your disk utilization is going on, how your disk IO performs. So we have to find those parameters. So in this lecture we will be understanding what are those commands, the simple commands which can be used to get the IO of each disk. And with those commands a system admin can easily understand where is the exact issue, or do we have any issue going on with the disk, because in any Linux servers it could be possible we have the number of the disk are connected to the disk, and sometimes during the performance issue we have to find out which disk is creating an issue. And also if we'll find out with those commands, we will simply involve to the storage guys and we'll tell them this is the disk which is not performing well on the servers, a lot of high IO is happening with this disk, so you have to take the right action for that. So but as a system administrator we have to find out which disk is creating an issue on the servers. So with these few commands we will come to know which is the disk, which disk is creating an issue. So let me show you what are those commands. So very simple command, this one, sar-b 1 and 3. So this will give you the IO statistics of the disk. sar-b, b small b, you have to use here. Now you can see the few options are coming like TPS, RTPS. So this is basically read transaction per second. If it is showing big numbers here, then it could be an issue. If it is showing a lot of big numbers for this write transaction per second, breads, this is your bytes read per second. So we have to keep an eye on those parameters. And system admin will easily with this output will come to know where is the exact issue. We have another command that is -p d13. With this command also we'll get the detail of the disk whatever we have on the systems. So with each disk name you can see SDA, SR0, we are getting a report for that. So here we have to look for A weight or percentage utilization, SVCTM. If it is showing higher number here, so we'll come to know that this disk is creating an issue on the system. How we can use those commands in an automation tool? Very simple. You have to simple open this file. So we have to simply go to the location. The third option is overall IO activities. So what I have done here, you can simply see the two commands I have just simply put it here. So whenever you will go for option number third, it will run two commands there and you will get an output, and also mention as a note what are each parameters tells here. Now I'm going to run it. Selected a target server. Now it is running on both the servers. Let's see how the output comes. Overall IO activities report. Now you can see on two servers the first command has run it and got an output. We have mentioned two commands, so we'll get the other command output as well. So with this output you can understand how it looks like. Server 2, you can see the two output is coming for server 2, this one and this one. Like this way, Apache Techno is another server. We have got a report like this and this as well. And at last you can see I have mentioned all those things here. What each parameter tells about, like TPS, what is TPS, what is percentage weight, A weight, that is, this shows the total number of the time the processor waited for the request regarding IO. So all these things we have mentioned here. So that would be easy if your system admin basically you're using this tool. So with this output he can easily find out where is the culprit disk. So friends, that's all for this lecture. In the next lecture we would understand about how report network statistics. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, welcome back. So in this presentation we are going to understand about how we can find out the reports, run queue and load average. So this is also an important if you are tackling any performance issue. So we have to find out what is the load average running on the system, how the run queue happening on the server. So all these parameters also we need to find out on the server. So let me show what is the command for that. I'm just coming out for that, and the command is very simple command. That is for the check run queue and load average. Ansible hyphen your target servers, and then I'm using module shell option sar hyphen q I'm using here. So with this command you will come to know what is the load average on the server, and it will report the run queue and load average of last 1 minute, 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Okay, this one is last 1 minute, 5 minutes and 15 minutes, and I have mentioned 3, so it will give you report of 3. If those numbers are showing a high number, then you will come to know there is some issue on the server. So this is one thing. Another thing is how we can find out the report network statistics. So for that we have a command. So I would be using sar hyphen n dev 101. Let's see how the output comes. So this command will tell you about the network statistics. Now you can see the output has come, and this if interface and rx packs means this shows the total packets received per second, tx packs here, so this means transmitted packets per second, and this, so all these are coming. This one rx cpms, this compressed packets received, this is your compressed packets transmitted. So with this output we'll come to know that which interface is having an issue. These are the interfaces we have, Ethernet 0 for this servers, and for this servers we have interfaces like this way, EN0, that is for RHL 7s. We have a different interface name. So two things we have understand in this lecture. The first is how we can find out the run queue and load average report, and also what is a command for report network statistics. So two commands we have learned here, and let's see how we can use those commands to get a desired output. So simply I would be using those commands here. Let me show you. So here the option number 4th and 5th. Let me go for option number 4th first. The 4th you can simply have used sar hyphen q 1 and 3, and the report has come the run queue size and load average of last 1 minute, 5 minutes 15, and 1-3 reports of every 1 second of total of 3 times. It's very simple to understand. And for network statistics reports I am using simple sar hyphen and dev13. Simple ad hoc commands I am using, and these notes I have also given in this automation tool, so that anybody who is using it, they can simply go through the node and come to know that what each parameter tells all about. So let me run it for you and we'll show you how the output is coming. So this is what I am running. First I am going to select the target servers. We have few target servers. I am selecting this one out, and then I am going for option number 6, and then option number 4 I am using. It will give you the run queue and load average report, and the second one is for the network statistics. Let's first, the output comes for this. Now you can see with this report, this reports the run queue size and load average for the last 1-3 seconds. You can increase the sleep time here, so it will wait here so that you can get an output here. And now if I am going for option number 5th, that is for the report network statistics, so it will also give you the report of network statistics. So those are important things to know. Now you can see the report and with the node as well. So whenever you are working for any performance issues, so these are the important things we have to capture while tackling any performance issues. And as a system admin, sometimes what happens, we are not recall those commands easily, so you can use this automation tool and get the desired output at the desired time. Thanks for watching, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. In the next lecture we'll see how we can use those commands to get the top CPU consuming process and top memory consuming process. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, welcome back. So friends, in this lecture we are going to understand how we can find out the top CPU consuming process and also top memory consuming process. We have some specific set of commands which can be used to get the detail. During the performance issue, as a system admin or a Linux admin, we need to find out what are the culprit process which is consuming high CPU or maybe high memory, and we have to involve the respective team for that. Suppose the Oracle process which is consuming the high CPU on the servers. So in that case, what you need to do, you have to first find out those processes, like these are the process, Oracle process, which is consuming most of the CPU utilization, and that is the main cause of the performance issue. And like this way, say for example, issue is with the net memory, then you have to find out what are those culprit process which is consuming the high memory on the servers. So we can use this automation tool to get the detail of your memory and CPU utilization, top process which is consuming memory or CPU utilization. So friend, let's see what are those commands first, and we'll show you how we can use those commands in this automation tool to get the desired output. So this is my Linux server. So basically this command, you can see you have to simply copy this command, and just for the sake of your knowledge, just copy and learn this command, put it in your some notepad, so that whenever you have to find out those process, you have to simply run this command. So I'm just running this command on my target server, my env. This is my target servers. So under this group we have two servers. Now you can see from both the servers, like this server 2example.com, this is my one servers. I got the report of the process which is consuming the high memory, and like this way, this command is for the high CPU utilization. Although we have both the parameters, but it will check for the first process which is consuming the high CPU. And like this way, we have another command which can be used for finding out the top process which is consuming the high memory utilization. Now you can see these are the processes which is consuming high memory on the server. Suppose it is for root, then you can involve the root Unix admin. We are the Unix admin, and if it is related with some Oracle or application, then you can involve the respective team to take the action on it. So let's see how we can use this on an automation tool. So very simple. Now I can see the option top CPU consuming and top memory consuming, 6 and 7. Simply I have used those commands here. Now you can see this is for top CPU consuming process, and the same I have used for top memory consuming. The command is different for both. Simple I have used. Let's see how the output coming. I'm just running my automation tool, selecting this target servers, going for option number 6. First I am selecting option number 5, that is for the top CPU consuming. Oh, that is for report. I have taken a wrong option, no issues. After that I would be running for top CPU consuming process. Okay, now the next option is 6. I have to choose for option number 6, that is for top CPU consuming. So it will run on both the servers and you will get the desired output. Now you can see the output which we have got in this automation tool, which is showing the top CPU consuming. Like this, if I am running for option, if I am going for option number 7, that is basically for the top memory consuming process. Now you can see the output has come for both the servers. So with this output, it is now very easy to use the automation tool, and you don't need to remember those commands, or you don't need to put it in some location. You have to simply log into your servers where we have this automation tool and select the target servers and run it. Okay, suppose the target servers which are specified, it is only for 2 or 3 servers. So best way is to just go to the host file, that is your etc Ansible and host file, and just create the groups for that. Suppose I have to check it for 2 servers which is having performance issues going on. So you just go to that file vi etc Ansible host file and just create a group like performance group, like any group you can give any name, and put those servers, so that while selecting the target servers it will start showing there in the targets, and select those servers from there and run this script. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you are enjoying and learning something new. Okay, so if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture, that is for shared memory statistics. Friends, in this lecture we are going to understand about how we can find out the shared memory statistics. Sometimes we have to find the shared memory statistics as well during the performance issue. So we'll learn what is the command for that. It's very simple. I'm just coming out from this and we'll run this automation. Simple ad hoc command I'm running here. The command is ipcs-ma. So this command will give you the shared memory statistics. You can see the shared memory segments, semaphore arrays, message queues, everything is coming. As of now you don't see anything, none of the process is using any shared memory, that's why you are not getting a desired output. But if you go for any organization where we have the servers which is having highly loaded servers, lot of applications are running and the database are running, basically those databases or applications, they are basically using the shared memories. So friends, how we can use this command, I think it's very easy now because we have already learned so many things. That is option number 8. Simply I have to use this one. Okay, let me run it for you from this tool. First I am going to select the target server and then out option number 6, 8, and you will get the desired output for shared memory statistics for both the servers. So friend, that's all for this lecture. Hope you are enjoying and learning from this course module, and if you have time, please join with me in the next lecture. Hello friends, welcome back. So friends, in this lecture we are going to see what are the options left to understand in this course module. We have understand a lot of things already in this course module, the different options. Let's see what are the options left. Let me run it for you, this automation script. Now you can see this run ad hoc commands. So first of all we have to choose the servers. I'm selecting my target servers here, my environment, and run ad hoc commands. What is the need of this run ad hoc commands? Friends, let me tell you a scenario for you. Few days back, last year, we have got a vulnerability for Apache servers, and we have to find out what is the Apache version currently running on all the Linux servers, and if it is below to certain version, we have to upgrade those servers. So this is called an ad hoc request. All of a sudden we have to find out the Apache version from all of the servers. So in that case we can use that option. You have to simply click that option. Okay, now it will ask copy and paste the script, or if you have any set of commands, if you have the commands which can be used to find out the Apache servers version, or anything. If you want, if you have some sort of scripts, you can put it there, and whatever the output will come, you will get an output. Just for the running purpose, I am using this uname -a, and after that I have to press Ctrl D. Now it is asking you want to run it as a root user or normal user. I am putting Y. It means it will be running as a root user. We have to make sure if you are running as a normal user, so the normal user should have the access for running those commands. So it is gathering the facts, the servers we have. Now you can see the output has come for both the servers. Okay, the simple scripts I have used here. Let me show you what is the script I have used here. the script which I have used here, this one. A simple script. First of all, whatever you are typing there, it would be saved in this file, and uname -a, so it would be coming to this file, temp test. This is a test file, and if it is any script, whatever you are typing at that time of running of the installation, running of the script, whatever the command like uname -a or any set of commands, so that would be coming in this file. And first it will transfer the script to this location, the destination location, and then it will execute. And we have used simple register or debug, and whatever the output coming, you can show at the output, you can see. Another option, we can, let's see what we have with this tool. You can also check the services status. So for that also I am using a simple ad hoc commands just to check the services. Let me show you. Suppose I am selecting my target servers, my env, and let's see the service status. Service start, stop, enable. So basically it will start and stop the services. So it is giving you FTP service, NFS servers, HTTP server. Suppose I am selecting the option number C, so it will try to start that HTTPD service for you. Now it is asking for the root password, because to start that service we need root privileges. Maybe that possible the HTTP service is not, or you can see the service has been started on both the end, and you can get the big output from here. One server failed, it means that mod possibility is already running, okay. And second, it's changed is equal to true. What does it mean? In this server it's failed because the service was already running on that, the state is already started. And another servers, change is equal to true, it means it was in stop and the change has been done on that service. It means the service has been started. Here change false, it all green means the service was already running. So it didn't touch the service, it didn't try to restart it because it was already running. So this is the you can say the intelligence or beauty of this automation tool. It will not touch the service, it is already running. It will not go for the restart of the services. So let me show you how we can done it. This very simple. Now services start and stop. I am simply using this Ansible target MA module. I am using service here, and this is whatever service, FTP, whatever, and using simple NFS, whatever. Like this way, if you want to stop it, I am using this stop, this start. If you want to enable it, enable means the service is enabled now. After the reboot also the system will come up with the service. So this is what the enable means. If it is NFS service and you want it should be enabled, what does it mean? If you reboot the system, even though when the servers will come, it will come with this service. So friends, that's all for this lecture. Hope you have got an idea about this automation tool, and I believe you can just implement this tool in your organization so that you can show your caliber to your team. Like you can also learn this automation tool and you can also do automation in your organization as well. So friends, that's all for this lecture, and thanks for watching my lectures.
Congratulations, you have reached to the last lecture of this course module. I believe you have learned something from this course. Still, if you have any doubts, concerns, suggestions, query, you can put into the question answer forum of this course module, or you can directly ping to me as well. I will try to respond as soon as possible. So all the best, good luck for your exam and for your career as well.